Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7 FM.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Wednesday, July 19th, 2023. The National Weather Service has issued an excessive heat warning for the Morongo Basin that will stay in effect until Saturday night. Temperatures are expected to continue being in the triple digits, and local governments, libraries, and community facilities are offering a number of cooling centers, essentially public places that are air-conditioned. Libraries countywide, including the Yucca Valley, Joshua Tree, and 29 Palms branches, are all open as cooling centers during normal business hours, Monday through Wednesday, and Saturdays. In Yucca Valley, town offices and the Yucca Valley Community Center are open Monday through Thursday. The High Desert Nature Museum is open Wednesday through Saturday. In 29 Palms, the Senior Center, which operates as a cooling center most weekdays, will remain open on Saturday and Sunday this week. On last Friday's Z107.7 Up Close show, host Gary Daigneault spoke with Chair of the County Board of Supervisors, Don Rao, who discussed larger-scale hotel projects that are being considered for development within the Morongo Basin's rural living zoning designation.
And what should have happened 50 years ago is we should have laid out, before we became more populated, we should have laid out industrial corridors and commercial corridors so that residents knew when they built where it would only be zoned residential, not just rural living. And now that we have a populated basin, nobody really wants to rezone to industrial or commercial in their backyards. So it leaves the county still with the rural living designation, and then it leaves folks to apply for what we call a conditional use permit, abbreviated as a CUP. And then we take them on a case-by-case basis. They're heard in front of the Planning Commission. Sometimes they come to the Board of Supervisors if it requires a zone change. So the Wonder Valley Inn, Flamingo 640, those are operations that wanted to set up shop in the rural living zone.
Which is permitted in a rural living zone under the law.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so they go through what are the environmental impacts, noise, traffic circulation, air quality, things like that. And then our land use department will make a finding whether it is compatible or incompatible. And the Planning Commission may disagree or they may agree. And there's an appeal process. But that's what we're left with in rural living. We're trying to achieve a balance with the challenges of the rural living land use designation.
You can hear the full interview with Supervisor Rao by listening to the Up Close show as a podcast at Z107.7FM.com or wherever you get your podcasts. The Morongo Valley Community Services District Board of Directors is expected to meet in regular session tonight for the first time in 4 months. The board, which oversees the Morongo Valley Fire Department and Covington Park, has struggled to meet due to lack of quorum, as 3 board directors have resigned since their last regular meeting in March. With 2 new directors appointed to the board last week, Lynn Watts on July 11th, appointed by the County Board of Supervisors, and Lance Fisher, appointed by the board itself at a special CSD board meeting on July 14th, the CSD board is expected to address a number of major issues that have remained unaddressed since their last meeting. The board is expected to appoint new officers, including a new president and vice president, pass a resolution to assess and collect taxes for fiscal year 2023-2024, hire new legal counsel, and pass a resolution to move payroll in-house. The board of directors is also expected to set a date for an urgently needed budget workshop. Tonight's meeting begins at 6 p.m. and will be held at Covington Park in Morongo Valley. You can attend online at a link in this story at Z107.7FM.com. Yucca Valley's High Desert Water District Board of Directors meets at 4 p.m. today, while Joshua Tree's Joshua Basin Water District's regular meeting gets underway at 5:30 p.m. sharp. Reporter Mike Lipsitz is here with your Wednesday Water Roundup.
Among the business items at the High Desert Water District meeting, the board is expected to direct staff to prepare a proposal for comprehensive energy conservation measures. That meeting takes place at the district offices on the highway at Inca Trail. And on Torita Road in Joshua Tree, the Joshua Basin Water District has no action items on the agenda, but will receive a presentation on climate change and the Joshua Tree. As always, these meetings are open to the public. Instructions for remote attendance may be found with this story at Z107.7FM.com. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is Mike Lipsitz.
Time is running out to apply for a paid internship with the Mojave Desert Land Trust. With more on this opportunity for women interested in science in the desert, here's online news editor Robert Hayden.
The Women in Science Discovering Our Mojave, or WISDOM, is offering a paid internship for women currently enrolled in college-level classes from any major. If you're a woman interested in science, along with contributing to desert conservation research and education, then you have until Sunday, July 23rd to apply. Interns will explore the beautiful Mojave Trails National Monument to study either crucifixion thorn or ocotillos within the monument. WISDOM, with support of the Bureau of Land Management and Conservation Lands Foundation, aims to inspire the next generation of scientists by providing women from underrepresented communities the opportunity to conduct scientific research. Applicants who are interested in the paid internship should email their resume and cover letter to internships@mdlt.org. For more information, you can visit mdlt.org/wisdom. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is Robert Hayden.
Last month, a number of qualified low-income customers of the Joshua Basin Water District attended the first low-income household water assistance event for a combined savings of more than $16,000. Ratepayers who missed that event will get another opportunity this Thursday. Reporter Mike Lipsitz joins us with details.
A second low-income household water assistance program for households served by the Joshua Basin Water District has been set for this Thursday, July 20th, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Water District office on Choita Road in Joshua Tree. This is a limited-term, federally funded program that assists low-income Californians struggling to pay their water bills. The Water District will provide free coffee and donuts. Applicants must bring a current water bill, a government-issued photo ID, and proof of household income for the last 4 weeks. This includes non-cash benefits, state and federal assistance, SNAP, EBT, IHSS, SSI, and SSDI benefits. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is Mike Lipsitz.
That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. More Morongo Basin residents get their local news from Z107.7 than any other source. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm Jeff Harmetz.